Harrowing footage from just outside the nation's capital last night as a house exploded moments after police reported a suspect set off a flare gun in the home. Here's the clip. Per local news outlet WTOP, officers determined from nearby residents that a suspect discharged a flare gun 30 to 40 times from inside his home into the neighborhood, but that fire officials do not know what caused the explosion. What ultimately could cause an explosion of that magnitude? It feels like something off of a movie set.
Yeah, a gas leak is what I would speculate, obviously, or if there were explosives in the building. I've seen a lot of, this is all just speculation. We have no idea. People are speculating a meth lab. People are speculating, homegrown explosives. It seems like this person was pretty crazy from what I'm seeing of his previous social media history. Believed his neighbors were spying on him. But the explosion, I mean, you all saw that video. That was a crazy explosion for a neighborhood. So far, we haven't heard reports of any harmed neighbors or anything like that. So
thank goodness.
So that's good to hear. I know of people who live in. You could hear this from. I don't think I could hear it from where I live in southeast part of D.C. People who live in Arlington heard it everywhere.
That's incredible.
Extremely loud.
So apparently 3 police officers had some minor injuries, but not enough to take them to the hospital. This is reporting by NBC's local channel there. Apparently the police came to the home because of the reports about the flare gun being set off around 4:45 p.m. It's dark in the video, but that's a feature of daylight savings time and the bleak time of year that we're in. It was actually just in the afternoon. The officers tried to execute a search warrant shortly before 8:30, and the suspect fired these multiple rounds from what is believed to have been a firearm. And then subsequently, we see the explosion. They don't have a name. They haven't released, the name of the perpetrator, and he's still unaccounted for. Yeah,
wild. Scary because, again, the explosion is massive. You see all that debris flying everywhere. It seems like someone could have very easily been seriously injured or killed from the collapsing debris. I mean, it's surrounded on all sides by other houses, the house behind it, on either sides. So you can easily imagine this being much more catastrophic. And again, we're still early on in the reporting, but it sounds like no serious injuries from bystanders, and like you said, only the minimally injured police. But
let's. There's a little bit more neighbor testimony here about what it felt like to be proximate to that kind of an explosion. One resident said that she and her roommate had just arrived home when they heard the gunshot sounding things moments later. It felt like we got attacked. I got pushed forward, said Sarah Willoit. They said they ran outside and they saw flames, and it was really scary. It really did feel like something was attacking us. You could feel the sound concussion, resident Bob Manus said. I've been here for 50 years, and I never experienced anything like that. Woof. So again, all of this was triggered, and the police were called because the sound of the flare going off dozens of times sounded like gunshots. People were confused as to what was going on. The police came on scene, and then I don't know if a flare hit the wrong thing. Who knows if it was accidental versus purposeful. But truly, an explosion of this scale is very rare to see, especially in a residential neighborhood. It can't just,
even if you could start a fire in your home.
Sure.
For an immediate explosion of that magnitude, you couldn't just. There'd have to be something else. There'd have to be dynamite. There'd have to be something that you couldn't. You could set your house on fire. You couldn't instantly cause that level of explosion.
Yeah.
So clearly something else was going on. This person. There's a lot of. He apparently covered his windows with aluminum foil. He posted a lot about conspiracies involving the neighbors spying on him, that sort of thing. So, I'm sure we'll learn more in the coming days.
Yeah.
But glad everyone is safe, and what a video! And just across the river from us, I haven't seen anything like this in.
Yeah, and if you are local, streets in the area are still shut down today as of the most recent reporting. So be aware of that. Stay safe and stick around. We'll have more Rising for you right after this.